Why do some people leave everything they know and start over in a new country? Most would assume it's about opportunity, adventure, or escaping hardship. But what if the truth is far more subtle? What if it's not about the places themselves, but about what's happening inside a person's mind? Imagine waking up in the same city every day, following the same routine, interacting with the same people, yet feeling quietly restless. You scroll through social media and see others living lives that feel freer, lives that seem bigger, and a tiny voice inside whispers, "Is this all there is?" We all have moments like this, when work feels like a cycle, when relationships feel stagnant, when the walls of our own lives seem to press in just slightly too tight. For some, this quiet dissatisfaction becomes louder than the fear of leaving, and the idea of starting over begins to take root. Psychologically, this isn't just wanderlust or impulsiveness. It's a deep yearning for self-reinvention, for reclaiming control over the narrative of one's life. Our environment shapes us in ways we rarely notice. It whispers expectations, molds our routines, and tells us who we are supposed to be. Over time, that whisper can become a cage. And leaving the country is not always about geography. It's about breaking free from the invisible forces that have been defining us. One reason people do this is the desire for a clean slate. Imagine living in a town where everyone knows your past mistakes, where old labels and assumptions follow you like shadows. For someone craving freedom from judgment, even a small town can feel suffocating. Moving somewhere new offers the rare chance to be seen not for what you were, but for what you can choose to become. Another reason is the search for belonging. Oddly, leaving home is not always running away from others. It can be running toward a community that feels more aligned with your inner self. Perhaps you've felt out of place in school, in work, or even within your family. Some cultures or environments reward conformity and quietly punish authenticity. Moving allows people to step into a space where their values, passions, and quirks are not only tolerated but celebrated. There is also the pull of personal growth. Comfort zones may feel safe, but they are rarely fertile ground for transformation. Life in a new country challenges the mind, forces adaptability, and cultivates resilience. Every small struggle, from navigating a foreign language to learning local customs, becomes a mirror reflecting strengths you didn't know you had. Then there is the quiet, often unspoken search for meaning. Some people leave not because they are unhappy with the material aspects of life, but because they are restless in a deeper existential sense. Routine, familiarity, and predictability can make life feel empty when the soul craves novelty, learning, and challenge. This is why leaving one's country can feel almost inevitable for certain personalities. It's less about escaping hardship and more about seeking alignment between inner values and outer reality. Yet, here is a perspective shift worth pausing for. Leaving your country is not a magic solution. A new environment cannot erase inner conflicts or unmet needs. Often, people arrive in a new city expecting transformation, only to discover that the restlessness they hope to outrun is actually within them. The mind carries its patterns, insecurities, and unhealed wounds everywhere. Understanding this is crucial because it changes the story from one of escape to one of conscious choice. Recognizing that, we can begin to approach the desire to leave with awareness rather than impulse. If you find yourself longing for a fresh start, consider 3 subtle but powerful shifts. First, cultivate intentional reflection. Spend time noticing the aspects of your life that feel misaligned with your true self. Journaling, mindful walks, or quiet moments alone can help reveal whether your dissatisfaction comes from external circumstances or inner unrest. Second, experiment with micro-reinventions. Small changes in routine, new hobbies, or engaging with communities that resonate with your values can simulate the sense of novelty and self-discovery that people often seek in relocation, without uprooting everything. Third, embrace emotional adaptability. Accept that discomfort, uncertainty, and change are inevitable parts of growth, whether at home or abroad. Strengthening resilience and flexibility can turn challenges into opportunities, making any environment more fertile for personal transformation. The deeper insight here is that leaving your country is rarely about geography alone. It's about the dialogue between who you are, who you want to be, and the world around you. And in that dialogue, every choice, whether to stay or go, becomes an act of self-authorship. So the next time you feel the pull to start over somewhere new, pause and ask, what am I truly seeking? Is it freedom, growth, belonging, or simply a mirror reflecting my own unacknowledged needs? The answers are rarely simple, yet they are profoundly revealing. Life is less about the map you follow and more about the mind you carry. And perhaps the most remarkable journeys are not those that cover miles of land, but those that traverse the landscapes of your own consciousness, showing you, with gentle clarity, that wherever you go, you carry the opportunity to begin again, not just in a new place, but within yourself.